Yes.
Oh, cool. Okay. Okay, so we're recording?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yay! Okay, cool. Well, welcome to just our quick Q&A. I'm in the car, so bear with me. Oh, hi, someone just joined.
Yeah, somebody just joined.
Hi, Lana. Okay, well, we're just getting started. So how I'm imagining that these are going to work is just open like this, like casual, and I was going to start with like 5 or 10 minutes of just a little something and then open it up for questions, because that's really, what I want to do is answer y'all's questions. So I heard something today. I get the daily Darren Daily from Darren Hardy. It's like he's a motivational speaker and stuff, and I get his emails every day. And so today's really hit home with me because it's actually what I'm struggling with right now, it being the new year and just trying to get organized and stuff. And the title of it's called "Are You an Asshole?" And I was like, okay, I got to read this. This caught my attention. So basically he talks about being someone that always wants more, always wants the next best thing, always looking for the next best thing or for a better way to do it or for a more, organized way or whatever. And I've totally become that person. When you hit 5-star in this business, you get added to this special elite group called The Wall. And it's awesome. So you think, because there's all these other leaders in there that Lindsay Matway, Melanie Mitro, top coaches, and then all of us in between. And sorry. And you're like, oh my gosh, I get to learn from these amazing leaders. But the problem with that is that you check that group every single day, you get every notification, and you're constantly seeing all these new ideas that they're sharing with you. And it's a great group for collaborating and sharing what's working and sharing training calls and all that kind of stuff. But it's so overwhelming, and your head's always up. It's always up looking around. Well, what are they doing? Well, maybe I need to be doing that. Well, what's that? Well, maybe I should be doing that training and getting on that call and hosting this and doing that. And so you're busy doing this and you're not busy down doing your work. And so that's what I've been struggling with this month and kind of the last quarter of last year. I call it busy cat syndrome, where a cat's like trying to shuffle on a floor with kitty litter and they're getting nowhere. The wheels are just spinning and spinning. And so I think we're all guilty of that in this business, especially because one, it's like a social media fed business and it's just nonstop, constant news feed in your face and just constant stuff. But we're always just, well, I want to do that thing instead of this thing. This thing didn't work, so I want to do that thing. And instead of, let's mute our lines just so that it's quiet for everybody. So instead of so what I want to challenge you guys and what he challenged, us with was trying to find, whatever it is, that one thing that you listen to, if it was a call or a training or a webinar or a system that you're trying to put into place and it's not working, to not give up on it really soon and jump to the next thing and keep jumping ship. Like, it takes time in this business for things to work. I've been doing it for like almost 4 years now, 3.5 years. And it's taken a long time to get where I'm at. So there's not a quick fix. There's not a quick, getting started right system. It's a long haul, and it takes not reinventing the wheel. The systems that I've had in place since I started, they still work. They're the same systems that my now Star Diamond and Diamond leaders did, whether it was Emerald training or new coach training or the scripts or the templates or the calls that they got on. It's all the same stuff that I've been doing. I haven't really changed it because it's hard for me to change things because I see what other people are doing, but then I don't know how to implement it. So that's where I get stuck. But the picking up your head and looking around and playing the comparison game, you have to stop doing that because you're not going to get anywhere. You're just going to get stagnant and sit still. You have to put your head down and give whatever you're working on a try, a chance to work, and tweak it, whether it's a Facebook ad that's just not working, it bombed. Well, maybe it just needs to tweak the audience or tweak when you ran it. If it's a training that you're doing and you're just like, I don't get this, I've gotten so far behind, maybe it's just taking a weekend to get caught up or whatever, instead of giving up completely. If it's a training call that you listen to, actually go back and listen to it or look at your notes and implement something from that training. Don't just listen to it and let it go. So that was his tips and my takeaway from today, because I do all this, and I think we're all guilty of it at some point in this business, to just, you know, quit trying to hop onto the next best thing and really focus on the stuff, the tools that you have at your hands, and the systems that we have in place on this team, and give them a try. So that's all. Off soapbox. So are you assholes? Are any of you an asshole too?
I am.
Yes.
Yeah. Hi, Jamie. Hi for all of y'all that jumped on after I got
Maureen.
started. Yeah, see, we're all assholes, I think. I mean, at least I am. And in everyday life, too, like my husband gets on to me all the time, like, you're constantly looking for the next best thing. And I think it's military life because we're always moving, you know? So I'm like, oh, I don't like it here. Let's move somewhere else. So it's just, you know, we're creatures of habit. Oh, well. But I loved that lesson. And if you want to go listen to it, it's on his Facebook page, Darren Hardy. You can follow him and you can subscribe to his daily like newsletters. They're great because they're like 5 minutes and they have really good like actionable takeaways. Like you can actually go and do it. So anyways, okay, so I want to jump into Q&A now because I'm sure y'all have lots of questions. And if you don't, I'm going to make you ask them. I'll open it up to anyone that wants to ask any questions first. And then if no one's going to be the guinea pig, I'm just going to go and say, like, share one thing that you're struggled with this week. So any questions out there?
I'll start.
Okay.
Hear me? I struggle with actually messaging people. Like I'm okay with posting on my Facebook page, and once I get on my group, I'm okay with that. But just messaging people and inviting, I just don't feel comfortable, and I don't know if I mean, I know I can just start saying, hey, how are you? I've been thinking about you, but I mean, I think that's my biggest like hurdle at the moment.
I think we all struggle with that, with out of the comfort zone, messaging people out of the blue, that kind of inviting. And so where I think you should focus, for any of you that have like a like page already, that's your bread and butter. Like if people are liking your post, if they're commenting on it, send them a hey girl message. And I actually printed this off today because I saw it and I'm like, this will be something I'm going to give them as an action item. But we call them hey girl messages, and I do these to my fan page posts or like page posts when it's me working out and someone's liked it and they're new to my page or I haven't talked to them in a while. I send them a hey girl message, and it's something that adds something personal to it. I'm always mindful of who I'm sending it to too. So whether they've been on my page for a while or they're new, and I'll copy and paste and send this to y'all in the group. But I just kind of say, hey girl, are you back to your routine now that the holidays are over? Looks like you had some fun in Florida, whatever they're doing. I go to their page and see what they've been up to. I love the holidays, but it's nice to get back to normal. So I have an invitation for you. I'm sure you've seen my fitness posts. Obviously, they've been liking them, right? And I found something that works for me, and I'm able to do it in 30 minutes from home that incorporates exercise and a healthy diet, which is much better than any short-term temporary fix or going to the crazy gym this time of year. I'm passionate about paying it forward to my friends that are wanting to be healthier, and so basically I invite them to join my fitness group. Does that sound like something that you'd want to do? And I'll send you guys the script. But I think the key is like treating them like a friend, even if they're not like your friend. Like treating them like a friend. I always put little hearts and smiley faces in there, and letting then they feel more connected to you. And then it's just being real with them, like, this works for me and I want to pay it forward, and it's just me and some other friends getting together for a fitness group. Do you want to join us? So that's where I'd start with the invitations, and then I do that on my personal page too. So if you're posting in both places, I comment, depending on what you're posting. If not necessarily a call to action, but if you do a fitness post on your personal page too, then you can message those people too and just be like, hey, thanks so much for liking my post. I struggle with putting my fitness out there because, I'm still on my journey and I haven't gotten the results I want, but, thanks for supporting me and I hope it's motivating you or whatever. I mean, just some kind of way to connect with them. I have tons of scripts, so I can send those to you, Mandy, if you don't.
Yeah, please. I like that.
Okay. I will send all those scripts. I'll kind of do a Google Drive of scripts and then send you all the links so then you can just go and pick which ones you want to talk about or use. Does that help, Mandy?
Mm-hmm. I send the thank you for liking my page. I send those out, but it's just I need to do what you just said, but it's just the normal inviting. I'm like, ooh.
Yeah, just keeping it real. You're so easygoing and easy to talk to. Just put that into words. People would love. I mean, you have such a cool style that I think people would really relate to that in your messages. So they'll respond. Okay. So that's inviting. We all struggle with inviting. So I think these scripts will help, and it's just doing it. You may mess up the first time and say something silly or stupid, or I don't know. I've done it, but it's just keep doing it. Be more consistent with it, and I promise it'll get easier as you do more.
I have a question on top of that.
Okay.
Okay, so when you're inviting people but you don't have a challenge group going on right now, do you just create like a general group that everyone can ask questions in? And
yeah, you can do that, or a free group. Like that's why it's so important to plan out your month. So like the first week of the month is I don't know, a free group. The second week is like a coaching group. The third week is when your next challenge group starts, and then the fourth week is I don't know, whatever. So when you plan out your month, you always have something to invite to, whether it's a coaching group, a free group, a challenge group. So those of you that are on my Team Cup, and any of you that want to do this, I was thinking of running a Shakeology taste testing group in February. So February, is like the love month, and you get lots of chocolates and treats and sweets. And so to help curb those cravings, we can do a Shakeology group to be like, hey, love yourself and fill yourself with love. And so that would be a group that you could invite to. So I don't really do the free like accountability groups, Kelsey. I just invite them to my next challenge group. So
okay.
the February group. Does that make sense?
Yes.
I wanted to say that the video that you told me to look at, that Anita Myron about planning your month, was really helpful. And I've got like for February, well, you can't really see it, but I wrote down what to promote and when, but that's worth a watch for everybody that hasn't seen it.
What was her name?
That Anita, I think it's Myron is her last name.
Anita Myron.
Spell the last name again?
Myron. Myron.
Yes, Anita Myron. Mandy, will you share that video in Sarah's Coaches? Do you
Yes.
mind? Okay. She'll post it in Sarah's Coaches, and y'all, it is. And you don't have to follow it verbatim, but she breaks it down like by week, what she does. And so she always has something to invite to, and then it's the same way every month. So it's something that's duplicable. Is that how you say it? Duplicatable. So like when your coaches come on board, they have a system to plug into and invite to, and then they can then take that and do it with their coaches. So I really like their system. It works well.
Okay.
Okay, so did that answer your question, Kelsey?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
What else y'all got? Jamie, you got anything? How's the move going?
Hold on.
I just posted it in the group.
Thanks, Mandy.
Thank you.
As for the move, getting ready for next month. It'll be crazy because the house is being built right now. So trying to get all that underway. I guess one of my biggest issues might be I'm inviting and I have tons of people that message me, and that's the thing is I literally probably have 10 to 15 people that keep messaging me, and it's consistent over the last like month and a half. They stay consistent with emailing me and texting me and calling me and asking about products, and I've sent out probably about 10 Shakeology packets now for samples and different things like that, getting people to try it and that have asked me about it. And they keep asking and asking. It's the same people, then yet never follow through, like actually end up becoming customers. Or so that's my biggest thing is how do I get that next push in getting them to follow through with the ordering?
Okay, so it's the commitment.
Yeah.
I actually just put together another script for closing the deal, and I posted about it. I don't know if it was in Sarah's Coaches or BodyBurn, but it's called by Andrea Crowder, and it's called like being good at closing or how to rock closing the deal or something like that. And so this is where I got all of these scripts. So I'll attach the call to the script document, but it's kind of a series of messages where you follow up and you say, hey, are you still interested, or I'm saving you a spot in my group and I don't want to give that away. Are you still, ready to join us? And my philosophy is keep asking until they tell you no, or to leave them alone.
Okay.
So I keep asking
nobody's told me no. So that's the thing is I'm like, okay, come on. Like,
so, I mean, there's all these underlying reasons too that people like don't commit. It might be they're waiting for a paycheck to come in. They're waiting for some bills to come in. There's all these like underlying things going on in their life. And so maybe just asking that brings it out too. Like, hey, I totally get if now's not the right time, financially, or if you've got the budget that you're working with, I get it. Maybe I can follow up with you next month. I have another group starting next month or something like that. So these are all the scripts that I've got. They kind of walk you through what you can say.
Okay.
Different ways to say it so that it makes them commit faster. It kind of gives them a deadline, or you could be nicer about it. So there's different options.
Okay.
And then my last philosophy with that is, don't stop asking until they tell you to leave them alone. And then don't cut the deal off at just a challenge pack. If they turn you down on a challenge pack, say, okay, that's fine. I totally get, it's a budget and it's you got to budget for it. What if we just start you with Shakeology? We get your nutrition under control. Or what if we just start you with the fitness program? You have the option to upgrade later within 30 days, and we can, you can at least try the fitness programs, get the results that you're looking for, and then if you want to put Shakeology into it later, you can. So I always go for like the next best thing. So if they don't want the challenge pack, go for the Shakeology. If they don't want Shakeology, go for the program. If they don't want that, maybe they want the 3-day refresh. Maybe they just want to buy the Shakeology sampler pack from you, the 7-day pack, and that at least puts product in their hand to try, instead of no sale at all, because any sale is better than no sale. So that's my last tip with that.
Okay. No, thank you. I mean, it helps a lot. And I've been trying to read up on everything and, look at everything in the midst of buying the house.
Oh, yeah. I know you're busy.
But I need to do this. This is what I really need to do.
Well, I'll send those scripts too. I'm going to send all my scripts, put it in a script folder, and then y'all will have access to all that.
Okay, perfect. Thank you.
Yeah, sure. Okay, I talked to Maureen this morning. We had a one-on-one, and her struggle was like Facebook page, like her Facebook page, and trying to grow that. So we actually did a one-on-one call with setting up an ad on her like page. So if you have a like page and you're looking to grow it and add more to your network, then we can do that. So she's gonna let us know how it goes and keep us posted, but she's going to grow her network today, which is cool. So I don't mind doing one-on-one calls with you guys on individual struggles like that you want to look at together. Okay, so Lisa, what have you got? What are you struggling with?
Well, I have a couple of people that are interested, and I keep, inviting them, and then they have excuses one after another. And then one of them, she's tried Shakeology, and she thought, but it gives me gas. And I was like, well, maybe you should try the vegan one. Maybe it's something in the regular one. She's like, well, I don't know. So it's just, I feel like I'm getting somewhere, and then I get shot down. So it's a struggle. So I just got to keep being persistent, I guess.
Yes, you nailed it. Persistence and consistency. Yeah. Because you're a new coach. You're a brand new coach, and people are still watching you. I know I talked to one of your friends that liked my page, and she's like, my friend Lisa just signed up with you, and I'm watching to see what she does with this. So she even told me that she's watching you. And so they're just watching to see if they can build that trust. If if she sticks with this, then I know it works. So I would just keep being persistent, keep being consistent with what you're posting. And then for the girl that you did exactly what you should have with the girl that's getting gas from Shakeology, like the regular formulas, they give my husband So we've had to strictly go to vegan, which sucks because he loves the cafe latte flavor and it's not vegan. But I'm like, no, you're not. So that's a great option. And I have
So-
some sample packs if you want to send some, send one to her, or if there's
Yeah.
a pack online too that she can order that has the vegan formula in it that she
Okay.
can try.
Okay, that's a good idea.
Yeah, but yeah, you're right. Persistence and consistency. If that's one thing you learn from anything in this business, it's that you have to be consistent because people are always watching you. Always. And if you have a like page, posting in both places. Like, don't just post on your like page your fitness stuff because
Uh-huh.
only that group of people will see it. You've got to post in both places so that people see that you're on this journey. And it doesn't have to be this like health and fitness journey every single day. It can be, I love my kids. I love to DIY project. I love wine. I love to go hiking. It can be all that kind of stuff too, but intertwine them so that they're in both places and people are always following both journeys in both places.
Okay.
Okay. Lana, how are you, friend?
I'm good. How are you?
Good. What are you struggling with this week, if anything?
I would say I wouldn't say it's a struggle. I would say it's more of a complaint. I can't get my coaches to communicate with me. I mean, they're all over Facebook. I see them nonstop posting stuff, and I post stuff in Atlanta's coaches groups. Things that you feed through your coaches that are vital information. I message them. I've text messaged them, and I cannot get any response from my coaches, and it's pretty frustrating because I want to help them and make sure that they're getting the help that they need and the support. I don't know what to do with my coaches.
Yeah, that's a good point because you can, what's the saying? You can drag a horse to water, but you can't make him drink, right?
Yeah.
So this is something I learned from Janelle Summers. It's something that she said she does when there's ever a lull in her connection with her coaches. She does like a rapid team call or video. And so when people can see your face, because you have a beautiful face, and they can hear your voice because they'll hear the heart in your voice, I would do a video for your PS coaches and just say, hey, y'all, I know I've been, kind of checked out or doing my thing because I have this X, Y, and Z going on. But I am still here. I still got your backs, and I want to help you push for your goals. So let's talk goals. Like, what are your goals? And then maybe share your goals. Like, here's my goals for this year. Here's what I'm pushing for, and I want to know who's running with me. And make it like a heartfelt video. Like, I really want to connect with you guys. I really want to help you. Like, that's what I would do. That's what Janelle says she does. She actually does a call. But if you can't get them on a call, then you kind of have to put a video out there. And then if they don't respond, I think it's just let them be. Maybe they don't need the help. Maybe they don't need the push. And a lot of coaches go through this. Some of my leaders have even gone through this where they've had to just kind of cut it off and start from fresh, like new recruiting, kind of that new tribe, that new vibe of people that they want on their teams. Melissa Litchfield had to do that. I'm trying to think of someone else. She's just one of my personally sponsored, so I know that she recently kind of recruited a new team, and it took a lot of work because you kind of just cut loose those that don't want to participate and be a team player. But she's built a new team now, and it's worked very well for her. So she may have some insight too for that. Does that help?
Yeah, it does. I think the specific coaches, because there's some that just they're discount coaches and stuff, and they just ask questions every once in a while on new products. But the couple that I'm really talking about, I think they're free birds, and they're just doing their own thing and going with it, and they're doing great. But I think for me personally, as their top coach, I feel a sense of responsibility to make sure that they're doing right. And when they don't respond to me, it's kind of like, oh, well, do they not like me? Am I not doing a good job? What's wrong? Why won't you at least say hello?
We are so alike. That's why we're friends. Lana's one of my best friends, y'all. We're so alike. But that's how it was with me. So I would say change the perspective and look at it in a good light, that they're kind of like, I had to do that with my leaders. Like, they didn't want to join my calls. They didn't want to be in my trainings. They were running their own trainings and their own calls. And I took offense to it. Like, y'all don't want to work with me? But it was more like the baby birds left the nest. Like, they're building their own business, and I need to be proud of that and like embrace that. Like that's awesome. I've taught them well and they're doing their thing. So I've learned not to like take offense to it and appreciate that they are doing their own thing. So I think you should look at it like that too. And then what was I going to say? Doing their own thing. Oh, consistency. There's times when I post in Sarah's Coaches and nobody responds. Nobody likes it. Nobody comments. I just, whatever, you know, I'm being consistent and I want y'all to know that. Like, that's what I pride myself on. I check in every day. I'm posting every day. I check in with y'all every day to see how your days were. And so I think if you're consistent, it shows them like, hey, she's always there. She's leading by example, basically. So that too helps, I think.
Yeah. I mean, I think you're right with coaches or just with getting customers is, you know, I think one of the hardest things in this business is not getting that feedback, and you immediately are like, man, do these people not like me? Am I not posting good stuff? But the thing is with Lisa, with her friend that's watching her, your coaches are doing the same thing. Customers are watching you, and when you let them not responding get you down, then that's when you fall off, and they are going to say, oh, well, she couldn't do it or she couldn't hang. So I think, like you said, persistency and consistent, just being those two things, no matter if people comment or, you know, reach out to you is their fault, really. You keep doing what you're doing, and you'll bring the right people onto your tribe and your crew when at the right time, the right people will come. So it's just in the meantime, you just kind of feel down about yourself, like,
Oh yeah.
you know, and I'm a very honest person, and I'm like, just tell me, like, if you don't want me to bother you, like, just tell me and I won't. But if you don't tell me, then I'm going to continue to bother you. So
yeah, I mean, and it could be something as simple as they read the message and then they forgot to respond because the kids came home from school or what, you know, whatever. It could be just a follow-up thing. But you're right. When you start caring what other people think, your business goes kerplunk. Like, I do it. I have funks that I get in where I start caring and comparing myself. And that's what I was talking about at the very beginning of this call. So if you missed that, I don't know if you did or not, but I was talking about we pick our heads up and we pay attention to what everybody else is doing and that next best thing instead of focusing on what we're doing. And that gets you distracted too. So it's not caring what other people think. Bonnie Ingles' call from the National Wake Up Call Monday. Awesome.
That was
if y'all
good.
have not listened to it, go listen to it. It's
Awesome.
Yes. Awesome. So that might be a good one to listen to, Lana, if you haven't, because it was
I did.
Okay, yeah, it's awesome. Okay, so anything else? I was trying to keep these to like right at 30 minutes or so that you can get back to your busy Fridays. But anything else that y'all got?
I have one more question.
Sure.
Because I'm fairly new, you know, I've talked about people or, you know, invited people. Like I sat down with my brother-in-law. He was asking questions. But is there something like I can read up on to be more confident in just joining, not necessarily being a coach, but you know what I mean?
So like how to join, is that what you mean? Like
yeah.
Like the webinar that I sent you whenever we were talking about coaching, is that something that would help learn more about the business? Is that what you mean?
Yes, yeah, just something in writing so I can like read it and be more confident in when I'm talking about what I'm doing and Shakeology.
Google is your best friend. And the FAQs, and then in the coach online office, it's on the coach checklist. But if you're following the new coach checklist, in the coach online office under training, if you go to coach and go to, I think it's know how, you'll have a list of videos, and they talk about invitation process. They talk about, what is coaching and things like that. So, and the training that you're in too, that starts February 1st, for all of you that maybe want a new coach training, it's in Sarah's Coaches, but that'll help too.
Okay.
I would say Google it. There's so many videos and things out there. I'm trying to think if I have a script for like what I do, but I really just show my webinar about what is coaching. That's really what I send people.
Okay.
Can I jump in real quick?
Yeah.
Only because I was watching one of the like a YouTube yesterday, and one of the ladies said that when she doesn't know what to say, that she'll just say she's a health and fitness entrepreneur that can help you start a business for yourself. And I thought that was really good because then it gets questions going. And when you're like at a loss of trying to explain everything you do, that's just like a quick summary that you can use.
Love that. I know Christine Dwyer has a call. I'll try to find it. It's in Platinum Presenters. So if you're not a member of Platinum Presenters, you won't be able to access it. You'll have to sign up, and it's all free. But she has one called the 30-second elevator pitch. And it's basically teaches you how to learn how to say what you are in 30 seconds. So like I'm a health and fitness coach, like Kelsey was saying, or I'm a mom that started a home business. I'm a mompreneur. I'm whatever, a fit boss. The one thing I don't really like to say is I'm an independent Beachbody coach. I prefer like Kelsey's way, entrepreneur. I own my own fitness business. I help other people get health and get fit financially and physically, things like that.
Okay.
I'll try to find that call. I have a lot of things to share with you guys. I should be making a list. Okay, so scripts and calls, and Mandy already posted that other call, and then the Hey Girl script, the invite script. What else was I going to post? The Christine call. Oh, the Anita Myron. Oh, no, she already did the Anita Myron. And I'm going to start doing a calendar for the team so that y'all can see my calendar. And then if you want to invite to my stuff, you're more than welcome to. So I'm going to have my assistant work on that this week, so it'll be ready for February. So that's coming too. And then new coach training starts February, and the Emerald group started already. So it started, didn't it, Maureen? Where's Maureen?
Yeah, it started yesterday.
Okay.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. I have one thing. Every time I message the people who like my post or just randomly networking, they reply back in positive comments. They say, you look amazing, you're inspiring, but they're not liking my post. They're already doing their own fitness. So that's a little kind of frustrating. I'm inspiring them, but I'm not getting them to come to me to help them. So how do I?
So wait, let me understand. So they're not liking your post. They're just messaging you.
Some of them, some they like, and some they don't like my post, but they see me doing it. They see my workout video. They see what I'm doing, but they're not actually communicating with me. Like, they know what I do, but they don't seem to be interested in or committed to do Beachbody or any workout videos.
Yeah, some people are so set in their ways that they can only go to the gym to get workouts in, or they're doing their thing. It's a build the relationship. So maybe turn the conversation away from fitness and kind of learn more about them, and what's your, I don't know, what do you do for a living, and go back to form, the forming, like family, occupation, recreation. How many kids do you have? I have 3 kids, and you can drop little hints of fitness in there, but I think it's more, be more conversational away from fitness and build that relationship. And I think as over time, they'll see oh, well, she's getting amazing results and she's making money, and they'll continue to watch you if you're in conversation with them. So keep the conversation going without talking about fitness. And then sometimes it's just, oh, you work out at the gym. What kind of workouts do you do? Because then you could, I was talking to Kelsey, or not Kelsey, it was Kieran about this. She works at a gym. And I was like, do you do workouts at the gym, or do you go home and do your 21-day fix? She's like, no, I've been doing Body Beast on the On Demand, the app at the gym. And I'm like, perfect. So see, that would be an outlet that you could use. Oh, you work out at the gym. Well, we have an amazing streaming workouts that are like bodybuilding workouts or weightlifting workouts or whatever that you could do at the gym. So just using things like that you could plug in throughout the conversation when necessary. But I think take fitness out of it, talk about their family, build a relationship first.
Right.
If you don't already have that. But that's what I would do.
Okay. Thank you.
It's a relationship business, y'all. And if you don't like to talk to people, it's not going to work. No, I'm kidding. But yeah, I think focusing on the relationship's huge. So just to keep the conversation going. Okay. Anything else? Because I know we're like 10 minutes past the half hour.
Sorry, I have to go because I have in-laws and I need to head out. So I'm gonna leave the conversation. Thank you.
Bye, Maureen.
Bye.
Alrighty. Well, Kelsey, thank you for recording. I appreciate it. I will post all this stuff, the recording and all the stuff I owe you guys in Sarah's Coaches. So be on the lookout for that. And I hope y'all have a wonderful weekend. I loved this call. This was great.
Bye, everybody.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.
Kelsey, message me if you don't know how to.
Okay, I have to run really quick, and when I'm home, I'll
that's
do
fine.
it.
That's fine.
Okay. Okay.
Or you
Okay.
can get to it. Okay.
Okay.
Bye, y'all.